Hello friends, and welcome to Thriftmas. Today is day 7. We are going to Faith Farm Ministries all the way out west in Boynton Beach, Florida. Now, this used to be one of my favorite thrift stores to go to, but they did a few changes, and I actually already made a thrift store review video about it. You can check it out on all my other social medias, including TikTok and Instagram. But if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Kayla. Over the next 24 days, I am tracking my thrift store reviews based on pricing of items and store ambiance in a massive spreadsheet. You can check out episode 1 for more details. I will link it here in the card, either side, not sure what side, but you can check it out there. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. It is now time to rate Faith Farm of Boynton Beach 1 through 10 in my specific categories here. Now, I do want to address the guy following me around real quick, and I do apologize for all the text throughout this video. I know it was a lot, so I am very sorry. I didn't start to feel uncomfortable until he was following me across the store, but it did end quickly after that. I don't know if maybe he was just watching me to make sure that I wasn't stealing or, doing anything weird or like a prank or anything. So I do understand, he seemed like a manager and he was just kind of checking out what I was doing, but it still made me feel uncomfortable. I've been here multiple times and nothing ever has happened like that before. So I'll go ahead and rate it based on my somewhat past experience as well. So cleanliness, the first two parts of the store, the front and the middle section, are always relatively clean, well taken care of, but the back is just kind of a free-for-all in that elements out in the Florida air. It's always a free-for-all and it's always kind of messy, and that's what I like about it. So I'm gonna have to go with tipping it a little in favor of being more clean, of a 6. Not neutral ground, but overall the store is, for the most part, a 6. Staffing, they always have tons of employees, and like in the beginning I said, most of the employees except for the cashiers and some of the managers are part of the program. I do have a few people that I talk to on a regular basis in the back area, and they have always been very nice to me and never has caused problems or anything like that. The cashiers in the front stay in the front. They don't really go into the back. It's mostly the people in the program throughout the majority of the store, aside from the managers and whatnot. I'd probably rate them about a 7, just in that aspect. Well stocked. Yes, they are relatively well stocked, and their inventory changes over quickly, especially in the back. The $1 clothing always changes every, I think, twice a day. So I'm going to give them an 8. Crowds. This place is only really crowded on the weekend, so it's I don't even try to come here on the weekend because I know of how crowded it gets. I would probably rate them about a... This one's hard. I'd rate them about a 7 because it's not really crowded during the weekdays in which I try to go, but it is very crowded on the weekends from past experience. Was money spent? No. They get a 5 just because it's really hit or miss. Sometimes I find stuff, sometimes I don't. It's really 50-50, and that's why they get a 5. Good sales? They don't have good sales. Sometimes they do a Saturday sale where the whole store is like half off, or like all the secondhand items are half off, but that's maybe like once every 3 months. On certain days they do have sale, like senior discount or like first responders sales, but it's usually just 20% or 10%, so I don't think they have very good sales at all. I'm actually going to give them a 4 on that. I think they could do better with like a color tag sale or whatnot. Misk, I would put that guy following me around into this category, but since that was just kind of a one-time thing and I've been going here so long and I was openly filming for the first time, I'm going to leave that out of it. So overall in general, I think their prices are high on certain things, and the inventory quality is not as good because they do sell online. They do make most of their money online through their eBay stores and Poshmark stores. It's always just projects that I buy here in the back, the dollar stuff, the few things that I pick up. So I'm gonna have to it's hard. This one's hard. I'm gonna have to give them a -1 for this one. So, and actually, I wanted to point this out too. My formulas haven't been calculating correctly for the last 7 days. So I want to make sure that my formulas are correct from now on. And I can rightfully add all of them up. So we'll go over everybody's total in a moment. They actually get a 36 here. So let's see what their pricing is. So it's going to be a total of $47 to buy everything. Now, I could have also bought a brand new lamp up at the front for $50, but I decided to go with the secondhand ones in the back. Just want to toss that out there. There is the option to buy new here. Overall, it's $47 to purchase all the items here at Faith Farm. Let's see how it compares to everybody else. Faith Farm is the second cheapest out of all of these. I'm also pretty surprised here because certain things, they are very pricey on, and certain things they're not. So, and I think the items in my category are relatively inexpensive. We're paying about half of our first thrift store, also including the Salvation Army too, and the Habitat for Humanity. Interesting. All right, let's see how the numbers stacked up in the 1 through 10 category. So I have recalculated all of the numbers standing here. The ARC still stands strong at 55 points, in the lead even after my blunder with formulas. So I'm happy to see that. And we have some positionings changing around here. So, but Faith Farm stands solidly in the middle at a 36. A little under World Thrift and under both the Salvation Army and America Thrift here. So that was an interesting time at Faith Farm. I think it's going to remain kind of on my maybe not list. We'll see moving forward, and we'll see once a day 24 rolls around and we'll tally up all the totals. But for now, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.